with what they both home and away, they've been a fighter and they've been conquering both home and away, which is a very good one. You could see the last match they played away. They were the one that scored first before they made an error a minute later. Each at the end of the game, it was a draw. It is a very good one for Oluyole Warriors and the Ibadan people, because it has been so long. We've been wanting Shooting Star to go for Continental. Now, to me, I think we are going for Continental this season.
All right,
this season.
All right,
which is a good one for us.
All right, let's see what will happen if they will go into the Continental later at the end of the season. All right, away from the Nigerian Premier Football League, now let's take stories from CAF this afternoon. CAF to host Champions League and Confederation Cup quarterfinals draw in Qatar. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, has announced that the quarterfinals draw for both the Champions League and the Confederation Cup will take place in Qatar. 8 teams, including the reigning champions Al Ahly of Egypt, have secured their spots in the Champions League quarterfinals. Similarly, 8 teams with Zamalek also defending their title are set for the Confederation Cup quarterfinals draw. CAF Confederation Department confirmed that the draw will be held on February 28th of this year, right there in Qatar. Also taking stories from CAF this afternoon. Nigeria are yet to qualify for 2025 on the 17th AFCON. Despite the expansion of the tournament to 16, the Confederation of African Football has reaffirmed that Nigeria Golden Eaglet are not yet secured a spot in 2025 on the 17th African Cup of Nations. This clarification follows recent speculation about the team qualification. Yes, let's see what will happen. Even though they failed to qualify right there in the Waffle Zone B qualifiers in Ghana last year, on Monday, CAF shared the details about 2025 edition of the tournament, which will feature 16 teams, but still said Nigeria is not yet qualified for the tournament.
Yeah, that's what they say, but with the new CAF adding, I think they've added more slots for the competition.
Yeah.
So with Nigeria being a very good country and with the history of us winning more than we've won the
last I know they will still give us a spot.
Exactly. And if Golden Eaglet is not there, I don't think the competition is going to be that interesting.
All right, let's see.
Because you know what Golden Eaglet brings to
Nigeria at large. We know what
Africa the Golden Eaglet is one of these teams. I know the years when it comes to world continental football, they used to make us Africa and Nigeria proud. So I believe Nigeria will be there in the this coming under 17.
All right, let's see what will happen. Let's focus on something else, because we have a lot to discuss on the show this afternoon. Table tennis is our next ball store, because in Singapore 2025 Aruna are doing well right there. The ITTF tournament that is going on in Singapore right now. The intense rivalry between Nigeria and Brazil in table tennis will also be a very big one, because the best player from those nations will be clashing right there in the next stages of the tournament. Exactly 1 year after their last encounter at the 2024 WTT finals in Doha, the Nigeria Stars will face off against the Brazilian sensational. Of course, it's promised to be one of the biggest games right there in the tournament, even though Aruna is the only African players remain in this particular tournament. So let's see what will happen for the Nigeria biggest tennis player. You are still on to sport today on the biggest sporting platform on 103.5 FM. We'll be good on the short commercial break right about now, and when we return from this break, we take stories from the transfer world. A lot of trending stories coming from the transfer world this afternoon. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
What's this? On 103.5 FM.
láì dènà pẹnu umrah àti hajj nílé iṣẹ́ aljanna travels wẹ̀lẹ̀mú ni alhamdulilayi rabbil alamin. gbogbo àwọn tó ń bá wa rìnrìn àjò ló ń kan sára tí wọ́n sì ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba Allah láì kábàámọ̀ nígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan. ilẹ̀kùn tún ti wá sí fún ìforúkọsílẹ̀ hajj 2025 tó fi mọ́ umrah ramadan tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà dẹ̀dẹ̀ yìí. àwọn èèyàn ti ń forúkọsílẹ̀. gbogbo àwọn tó ti ń bá wa rìnrìn àjò ló lè ròyìn pẹ̀lú ìgbádùn àwọn hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì tó ṣàrà ọ̀tọ̀ tí ò jìnnà sí haram ní Maka àti Madina. oúnjẹ tó dọ́sọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ tó fi mọ́ sí yàrá ọ̀fẹ́ fáwọn alálàájì wa tó bá ti wáyà yẹn má fàkókò játa àmọ́ èyí tó bá wù yín nínú ètò hajj 2025 basic executive standard tó fi mọ́ vip wà ńlẹ̀ ẹ kàn sí aljana hajj and umrah services nigeria limited lórí iléeṣẹ́ wa tó wà ní navada plaza 140/142 liberty road elewure bus stop ìbàdàn tàbí kí ẹ pè ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 0904-444-4945 tàbí 0703-711-7801 àṣepé iṣẹ́ bí ẹni fẹ́ràn jẹ̀kọ́ ní hajj àti umrah ní aljanna hajj and umrah services limited.
The United Nations, in collaboration with Honor 103.5 FM, is pleased to invite the general public to the 2025 World Interfaith Harmony Week Conference and Awards, taking place at the prestigious Trenchard Hall University of Ibadan on the 5th of February 2025, starting from 10 a.m. This annual global event, which celebrates peace, unity, and understanding among diverse religions every first week of February, comes with the theme, the love of the good and the love of the neighbors. Sub-theme, peace for our time. The distinguished speakers are His Excellency Engineer Seyi Makinde is a special guest of honor, while His Excellency Senator Otumba Gbenga Daniel is the chairman of this momentous event. Other eminent guests are His Eminence Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Sahad Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto, His Eminence Reverend Dr. Daniel Oko, National President of the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN), royal fathers and prominent religious stakeholders, which shall be conferred the prestigious United Nations Apostle of Peace and United Nations World Interfaith Harmony Gold Awards for significant contribution for global peace and interfaith harmony. The date is 5th of February 2025. Trenchard Hall University of Ibadan is the venue. World Interfaith Harmony Conference and Awards. Don't you miss it. Powered by Honor 103.5 FM. So mark your calendars and be part of this transformative event at Trenchard Hall University of Ibadan on the 5th of February 2025, starting at 10 a.m. Together, let's promote interfaith harmony. The host is Reverend Dr. Philip Bukola Oyewale, while His Eminence Reverend Dr. Samson Chupo Ayokunle, the past president of the Christian Association of Nigeria and the board chair of Honor 103.5 FM, is the chief host. For more information, please call Sheung on 080-7777-4880 or tune into Honor 103.5 FM for more information. See you there.
Honor 103.5 FM.
All right, I welcome back from that short commercial break. You are still on to Sport Today, your biggest sporting platform in Southwest Nigeria on 103.5 FM, broadcasting live from Bojija here in the beautiful city of Ibadan. Quickly, let's take stories from the transfer world. A lot of action, a lot of dues, a lot of transfer going on as we speak. Of course, let's start from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, because Tels joined Tottenham on a loan deal with 60 million buy option inclusive in that particular deal. Of course, for Ben Chilwell joining Crystal Palace on loan from Chelsea, a good one for City. They have been so busy in this January transfer. Nico Gonzalez have agreed a 4.5 years deal with City until 2029. Of course, we saw City doing a lot of business, signing about 4 players in this January transfer, spent about £210 million.
We could see what has been happening to City, and it is so obvious that most of the first 11 players are tired. It has not been easy playing for more than 3 seasons now. City has been in their top-notch form in the season, both Champions League and in the Premier League. And you could see what happened. So for me, them signing those players, and we know Guardiola, he knows what he wants and he always gets what he wants. So it's a very good one for Manchester City.
All right. Also, at the Villa Park, also business are going down in Villa Park as we speak, because as Villa have signed Paris Saint-Germain midfield, talking about Marco Asensio, and of course Chelsea defender Disasi on a loan till the end of the season. Aston Villa also doing business, signing 4 players this January transfer alongside Marcus Rashford.
What Emery has done to Aston Villa, he has turned Aston Villa to one of the top league team in England, and you could see what they are doing in the Champions League. And
Definitely.
I'd say, and they also sold one of their players to the the Arabian League, and it was a very good deal. So I mean, them signing those players, and with what champion now, they are now in the advanced season of Champions League, and they're also planning to qualify for the Champions League next season.
Right.
So it's a very good one, and those players they are signing, I think, is a very good one for them. Rashford coming to Aston Villa, I think Rashford coming to Aston Villa is a very good one for him. He's going to play in Champions League, and he's going to prove himself that this is who I am. And Manchester United, you not giving me a chance. I think he's trying to just to build himself back to who we know Rashford who he is. Was one of the top best players. I mean, when he was the era of Mbappe, and you know Mbappe has gone to become one of the best in the
player in the world.
And I mean Rashford is still struggling. So I think him going to Aston Villa is a very good one for him.
All right, talking about Marcus Rashford, without kicking a ball, he moved from 13th position to 8th, and of course he will still be playing in the Champions League. Okay, let's leave Aston Villa now and go straight to Chelsea. Chelsea are also doing some business. Carlo Chukwuemeka joins Borussia Dortmund on loan from Chelsea, and of course João Felix will be joining AC Milan on loan. Chelsea also doing some business, even though they're not bringing fresh qualities.
To me, Chelsea management.
You are tired of Charlie at this point. Right? I think that one is tired of Chelsea management.
Sometimes when I read Chelsea news stories online, it makes me miss Abramovich more and more and more. Because with what we are seeing here, Chelsea, it's not that you guys, like Chelsea has the players, we have the quality players.
We have the funds also to bring quality legs into the team.
I don't think with what we've done in the last 2 season transfer window, we don't need anything.
Just have done enough,
but you guys are not using this player. Like this guy is a good player, and Chelsea is strong when it comes to the midfield.
But then I think I need to get your point on
what Chelsea management is doing is just strictly.
Right, talking about the likes of Carlo Chukwuemeka.
Exactly.
To me, is not a top player that should play for Chelsea. Even though he has
he's not a top. Is he all that's supposed to be playing for Chelsea?
That is the point. I think Chelsea.
Why is João Felix? Why is
Chelsea getting players of low quality?
Yeah, it's not about low quality. If you see most players that Chelsea are getting, they are using small money. Chelsea is not trying to become like Arsene Wenger era.
Okay, exactly.
No, it's not about Showono. You buy small players. You know they are good. Then you are selling them off in a good price. See the player we just sold to. There was this guy we just sold to French League One team. We bought him for I think 2 million. We sold him for like 13 million. That was business.
Chelsea are currently focusing on doing the business right now.
And as a Chelsea fan, that is not who Chelsea is.
All right,
Chelsea is not about business. Chelsea is about you performing. Imagine my scattering us is time. What do you mean by time? God,
I think I can feel your pain now on this. Chelsea fans are always very emotional when it comes to their club. But then let's leave that now and take the last stories on the show this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. And of course, taking news from the Nigerian Women Football League. Games will be going down later tomorrow across several centers. Ghana's ladies will be at home against the Edo Queens right there at the Olikon Stadium, 2 p.m. Nigerian time, and Nasarawa. It's going to be a big one between Nasarawa Amazon and Equity Queens at the Lafayette City Stadium, 4 p.m. Nigerian time. Abia Angels will be in action at the Umaya Township Stadium against the Conference Queen, and Remo Stars lady will be at home against Atlant Queens right there at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikene, 4 p.m. Nigerian time. Also in Group B, Delta Queens will be in action against Rivers Angels at the Stephen Keshi Stadium right there in and Bayelsa Queens will be playing against Adamawa Queens at the Samson Siasa Stadium, 4 p.m. Nigerian time. Ibole Angels will be in Uyo Township Stadium playing against Benue Queens, and FC Robo Queens will be at the Olikon Stadium in Lagos, 4 p.m. Nigerian time against Nigeria Warriors. These are the games that will be going down later tomorrow in the NWFL games. Match day 4, interesting game going down tomorrow. And lastly on the show, the games that we saw this morning in the NBA, both from the Western and from the Eastern Conference. Golden State Warriors, they were in action this morning against Orlando Magic. Warriors showing the quality of Warriors winning the game 104-99. And of course, we saw all that games from action this morning. Denver Nuggets securing victory. Indiana Pacers securing victory. Sacramento Kings also won their game this morning. Damola, it's time to pack our bags and leave the studio.
Thanks for having me, Purity.
Definitely it's good to be on a journey on sporting stories this afternoon. Until I come your way again later tomorrow for another fresh and interesting edition of sports today on Honor 103.5 FM. My name is Ayomikun Adeniyi. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Stay out of trouble. I'm out of the studio.